How's it going, guys? Today's topic is quite a serious one. It is currently a pretty dire situation for EA and DICE right now. A lot is riding on this next title, including the continuation of one of our most beloved game franchises. Battlefield 6 must be a success, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly why. Real quick though, before we start the video, if you're excited for Battlefield 6 and frantically searching the internet for new information on it, don't worry about all that, I got you. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for everything Battlefield as we get nearer and nearer to the announcement of the next game. Look, whether you're a fan of the Battlefield franchise or if you've casually played the game here and there, it's just not what it used to be. Battlefield is supposed to be one of the biggest shooters and was one of the biggest shooters in the entire gaming market, PC and console. People were playing it, people were talking about it, and it's really easy to forget how popular and mainstream this franchise used to be. Back in 2016, the release trailer for Battlefield 1 was the most liked trailer, and get this, not only amongst video games, but across movies and TV shows on YouTube. Big movies such as Deadpool, Rogue One, Suicide Squad, and Captain America Civil War came out in 2016, alright? As well, I guarantee that everyone watching this video has at least heard of one of those 4 movies that I just listed. And in fact, I actually went back and tallied up all of the likes on these trailers, and even with these 4 movies combined, they still don't have as many likes on YouTube as the Battlefield 1 trailer does. That's actually kind of fucking nuts, bro. Like, a fucking Battlefield game had more likes and more engagement on YouTube than 4 of the biggest movies combined of that year. And what? Let's look at Battlefield nowadays. Because nowadays, no one is talking about this game. No one is streaming this game, in fact. Prominent Battlefield content creators have had to switch up their videos and their content to keep their channels relevant. There is zero mainstream attention pointed in Battlefield's direction right now. So this is kind of where Battlefield 6 must come in and be a huge success. After the failure of Battlefield 5, the Battlefield community has been in complete shambles. Games get popular and stay popular, right? With a strong community to support it. Without a strong community, or in your case as a Battlefield fan, close to zero community now whatsoever, you've seen firsthand how this has affected the life cycle of Battlefield 5 and the overall perception of DICE and EA. You and I just do not trust them anymore. Battlefield 6 needs to win back the community. We need an actual return to what made us fans of this game, not some bullshit excuse for quote-unquote authentic Battlefield experience that we were promised with Battlefield 5. Battlefield 6 needs private servers. It needs refined weapon balancing, more content at release, better player and vehicle customization, and as I might also add again, at release, a community test environment, a new battle log system so that we can track our stats, a believable visual aesthetic to the game. I mean, Battlefield is a casual game, no doubt about it, right? But it used to take itself seriously. We need Battlefield 6 to take itself seriously. We need DICE to take this game seriously and get their community back on board. And although community is very important, as I just elaborated on, it's not the only key to success when it comes to a AAA game. You need to get people interested first to build the community. Marketing needs to be top notch this time around, not some lazy trailer that gives us no real idea what the game is even about. If Battlefield diehards can't even figure out what's going on in a trailer, right? Why would you expect someone who has never even played a Battlefield game to figure it out and get excited? They must emphasize and showcase what new things they are bringing to the table this time around. If they have a redesigned destruction mechanic, then make sure to show people it, right? Show us the most beautiful and interesting maps first, not the worst ones. Be consistent and pursue your target audience here. Don't make them pursue you this time. Get in the trenches with your advertising strategy. Keep people excited until release by always leaving us with something to look forward to. whether that's a multiplayer reveal, a campaign trailer, a quote-unquote new Frostbite engine breakdown video, I don't know, open beta information. Especially as Battlefield fans, we love that technical shit, man. Treating us like we were adults is what made us like this franchise. This next game is bearing the weight of the future of Battlefield on its shoulders. And that's a fact. Because imagine if Battlefield 6 is just as bad as Battlefield 5. If this next game doesn't put the franchise back on track, it could very well be the end of the Battlefield franchise as we know it. Easily the end. And what makes me say that? Well, there used to be this little game called Medal of Honor. You might have heard of it. And when that game came out and was relevant, it was the biggest first-person shooter on the market. Medal of Honor was a game that literally set the scene for the first-person shooter games that we play today. And what happened to it? Games started releasing that were uninspired. They were lazily designed. They were gutted. They weren't fun to play, right? And now Medal of Honor is a joke. And besides the random-ass VR game that came out, that franchise is dead. Doesn't that sound a little bit familiar right now with Battlefield? A similar scenario could play out for the Battlefield franchise if they release 2 back-to-back disaster titles. If DICE shows us that they have developed a pattern of mediocrity and incompetence when it comes to developing a Battlefield game, then you sure as hell bet that I'm gonna develop a pattern of not buying their shit and I'm losing my trust in them. It's not acceptable. This next game must hit the mark and it must hit it 100%. But look, right, at the end of the day, there is some hope. They haven't completely fucked the franchise yet, right? Because if I, a 20-year-old in a 2-bedroom apartment, can sit here and crunch the numbers and realize the stakes of this release, I'm pretty sure that EA and DICE also know them as well. And that's why I believe we saw a longer development cycle this time around. That's why I believed they stopped content early for Battlefield 5, as bad as that was, so that they could focus all of their studio resources into this next title. That's why I also believe they're being really hush-hush about it. I mean, they're always hush-hush about their games, right? But the last thing that the Battlefield franchise needs right now is for a credible leak to somehow get out and disappoint the community. I'm not saying it necessarily would disappoint the community, but if it did, that would cause gamers and fans and the community to instantly write off this next title, and that's not what they need right now. They're walking on eggshells, man, and they definitely know it. And because of this, I almost think that Battlefield 6 could be the best Battlefield ever, maybe? Don't fucking quote me on that, alright? Who knows? I know this video just kind of took a turn, like what the fuck, but the fact that this game is going to be approached a little bit differently, right? With a little bit of desperation, you know, kind of an all cards on the table kind of deal when it comes to the development of this game, I think that might brew one of the most inspired and impressive Battlefield titles that we've seen in a long time. This really shows that no matter how successful you can be or how successful your product is, right, you can never get comfortable, because the moment that you do, you will fall down harder than you climbed. And that's exactly what EA and DICE are doing right now with Battlefield, and they cannot continue that trend. Battlefield 6 must be a success. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you've made it this far, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, or a dislike if you hated it. Also, do you think the next Battlefield game will be good? Let me know in the comment section below. And again, for more Battlefield content as we approach more news surrounding this next title, make sure to subscribe right here to the channel. My name is SamWentDigital, and have a good rest of your day.